Hey, how's it going? This is Minister Gold. This is another Kaizo video. This one is on why do people give up on Kaizo? And the reason why we're talking about why people give up on Kaizo is because we're trying to prevent you from giving up. We're trying to make it so that you last longer in Kaizo as opposed to just giving it up. And if we know the ways that people give up, we can think about how to guard against that. If you find these videos interesting, please leave a like and subscribe for more Kaizo videos, both gameplay videos as well as just like what I would call opinionated stuff like this. And also, if you want to talk with me about Kaizo, Twitch, gaming, life in general, please follow me on twitch.tv/ministergold. So for me personally, I've definitely given up. I've started and given up on Kaizo multiple times, and it's been for different reasons. So initially, I stopped because I was experiencing well, I think the first time I stopped was because I wanted to play variety. I wanted to play different kinds of games. I want to play just Kaizo. There's so many other kinds of games I want to play. So that's why I just like stopped playing Kaizo for a while. That was one reason. Then I came back to it. But then after I came back to it, I had a different problem. My problem was hand pain. So then I stopped for that reason. I went to Street Fighter 6. I went to Tekken, back to Street Fighter 6. I went to Marvel Rivals. So I was playing with a bunch of different games to see what can I play, because I'm also trying to like find a niche, right? Because that'll, in my opinion, be better for growth on Twitch, and that is important to me. So that is a factor in like what I play. And so ultimately, I came back to Kaizo. It's what really like felt like home for me, both in terms of just me being like good at it, not having to experience toxicity that you would experience when playing a fighting game like Tekken 6, or sorry, Tekken 8, Street Fighter 6, Marvel Rivals, um, and to get around the whole hand pain issue, I was like, okay, well, I guess I will just force myself to take a break. I will not keep playing if my hands hurt. So that's what ultimately happened to me as far as like coming back to Kaizo and not fully giving up on it. But I think there are more reasons than that for giving up on Kaizo, and so we're going to go into those so I can help you stick with Kaizo if you're already playing Kaizo. Okay, so one problem people might have with Kaizo is it is too difficult. You are not getting the level of progress, the amount of progress you want, and the amount of time that you're playing. So you might find that very annoying. And I think there are two ways to deal with hacks that are too difficult. One is that you have to look at your progress more broadly, perhaps. So some people gauge their progress on, did I get the H or the checkpoint? Did I beat a level? Okay. And I think there are more ways to think about progress than that. So you also have to think about this. Did you get further in the level than you got before? Or whatever is the furthest you've gotten in the level, are you getting there more frequently without dying? Because if you are, that means you're getting more consistent. So there are more gauges for progress than just the checkpoint and the goal, the exit, just being the level. And if you can appreciate every little bit of progress that you get, then it'll at least bother you less that you haven't gotten the checkpoint or beaten the level. Something else you can do as far as like, let's say you're not getting the level of progress that you want, is think about how long you want it to take you to beat a level. Then set a timer and see if you're able to beat it in that amount of time. If you're not able to beat it in that amount of time, then either pick a different hack or pick an easier hack. Now, it's easiest to pick an easier hack when, let's say, you're working on like an expert hack or an intermediate hack. Then that means you can bump it down. You can bump down from expert to intermediate, or intermediate to like a beginner hack. The difficult thing with that is, though, is what I've learned recently is that just because a hack is labeled intermediate doesn't actually mean that it's intermediate.
Oh my
Because
god.
I played an intermediate hack that actually felt like an expert hack, so um,
Okay.
that doesn't always work. But definitely, most likely, if you're going from like intermediate to beginner, it should be a lot easier. And then set a timer then, and see if you get the amount of progress that you get, and then keep going with that until you feel like, okay, you know what, this has been easy enough, let's bump it back up to the next level. And those are ways that you can become a better Kaizo player, and also be happy with the amount of progress that you're making. Okay, now hand pain. I spoke about that earlier, and it's really important that you stop and recognize, hey, my hands are hurting. I'd stop and take a break. Now, like me, you could be somebody who is streaming, and so just stopping seems kind of awkward. If that's the case for you, then have a backup plan. What can you do while you're waiting? Can you watch YouTube videos that you can share with your friends, your chatters? Can you play something else that has a short, like a short game loop? It will take like 10 minutes to play or something, or 10 minutes to make like some progress where you could just like stop after a little bit. Do you have something you want to talk about with chat? So if you're a streamer, like do those things. If you're not a streamer, then yeah, just go like watch a show or something, go take a break, talk to some friends, just, you know, chill for a little bit. That's what I would do if you have hand pain. Take a break and find something to do in the meantime while you're taking that break. Another problem you might have is not enough variety, like I had. So not enough variety can mean at least two things. It can mean within Kaizo, you're not getting enough variety, like enough different kinds of hacks. Or more broadly, it could just mean you're not getting enough like types of games to play, not just Kaizo. So if it's hacks, there's a couple things you can do, which is number one, go to SMW Central and just look at the hacks. Let's go to, I need to remind everybody, let's go to SMW Central right now. Okay, again, smwcentral.net, go to hacks under Super Mario World, and filter. You can look at all the Kaizo hacks. You can go like this, and filter. And you have about 1,000 Kaizo hacks. Okay, that's a lot of hacks. That's a lot to choose from. And you can filter by intermediate, beginner, expert. You could sort it by author, by rating, by download, by number of exits, and by that you can find a new hack to play. But just be careful if you see it says like it has like one exit or zero exits. It's probably broken up into multiple levels, but it just isn't reflected in the number of exits. As far as game variety, all of us have a limited amount of time as far as how much time we could spend playing games. Whether you're a streamer or whether you just play Kaizo in your free time. And so think about how much time you generally spend playing Kaizo. Think about how much time you want to spend playing other games and give yourself a cutoff point. So let's say you generally play Kaizo for 4 hours. Then this is gonna sound weird, but like set a timer for like 2 hours, cut yourself off, then go play the other games you want to play. So let's say you want to play more Souls-like, you want to play like Dark Souls, Bloodborne, whatever. After 2 hours of Kaizo, stop, and then play like Dark Souls or whatever, whether that's on stream or off stream. And alternatively, going back to Kaizo hacks, I'm going to be saying this a lot, so I'm sorry in advance, but it does apply to a lot of the problems that cause someone to give up. Is if you're not getting enough variety as far as Kaizo hacks, then go watch Kaizo streamers. Preferably, well, ideally smaller streamers, because if you go to a big stream, there's a lower likelihood that they'll respond to you. But if you go to a smaller streamer, better likelihood that they'll respond to you, and you can ask them what hacks they've played. Tell them what kind of hacks you're looking for, and maybe they can give you an idea for like which hacks to play. So yeah, go talk to small streamers on Twitch. Okay, you could have an opposite problem. You could have a problem where Kaizo hacks are actually too easy. Um, so again, you could do this like similarly to how you would scale yourself down, is if you're beating hacks within a certain amount of time. Like let's say you're beating a hack, you're beating a level in like I don't know, like 30 minutes or something, and you expect to beat it like an hour. Like, okay, this is actually too quick. Let's bump it up from beginner to like intermediate. Or you can even do that with an entire hack. Let's say like an entire hack takes you like 2 hours and it doesn't feel that hard because of how much time it's taking you. Then yeah, bump up the difficulty from beginner to intermediate or from intermediate to expert, depending on where you're at with your Kaizo progress, with your Kaizo skill. And I'm gonna say it again. Go to Twitch, go talk to some small streamers playing some Kaizo, and let them know like, hey, this is what I've played so far. Make conversation wherever you go. Make conversation because if you go to a stream and you are just coming in with, hey, this is what I've played. What else can I play? Then it looks like you're coming in just to help yourself, and don't do that because you will not make good connections. And if you make good connections, then you'll make friends, and also in the long run, you'll be able to find more suggestions for Kaizo. So yeah, go into a small Twitch stream, make conversation, like ask them how they're doing, ask them what they've been up to, what games they're playing, what they think of the current hack they're playing. Then after you have some small talk and you show that you care about what they're doing, then talk about, hey, do you have any suggestions for like hacks? This is what I've played lately. It's either too easy or too hard. What would you suggest instead if they know about that hack? Trolls. You're running into hacks with trolls and they piss you off. They're the kinds of trolls that are at the end of levels, like you're jumping for the exit for the goalpost, and you get Kaizo blocked, and you have to do that level all over again, and that pisses you off because you feel like your time was wasted. Well, you can keep playing the level again or play something else because obviously what the creator has communicated to you, whether they mean it or not, is they don't care about your time. And if they don't care about your time, then don't give them your time to play their hack. Because you're showing them respect by playing their hack, but they're not doing the same. They're not reciprocating. So that means stop playing the hack, play something else. Don't let yourself keep playing a hack that is not respecting you. And also, I'm gonna say it again. If a streamer recommends a hack to you, maybe you want to ask really quick, like, hey, does the hack have any trolls? Because I hate when hacks troll me. And are they like friendly trolls, or like friendly trolls meaning like when they troll you, you don't lose progress. Are they friendly trolls, or are they like I don't know, malicious trolls? So you can ask other people about that as well when you go to other streams to ask about that. Okay. Another issue could be that you don't like chocolate and you don't know just by looking at a hack name whether a hack has chocolate or not. So there's a few ways you can go about it, and I'm going to say it again. Talk to streamers, small streamers. Ask them if someone recommends a hack to you, ask them if it has any chocolate in it. Because asking them could make the difference between playing it or not playing it if you don't want chocolate. If somebody who's played it knows whether it has chocolate or not. And there is another way. There's another way to know whether a hack is vanilla or chocolate. And by the way, if you don't know what chocolate means or vanilla means, so vanilla means that it has all the original mechanics of Super Mario World. Um, and so nothing new has been added. Chocolate means that the creator has added what's called like ASM. They've added some new mechanics to the game. Sometimes that works out, and sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it feels really janky and inconsistent. It just depends on who's making it and what the hack is. But yeah, let's say you've been burned by chocolate before, you don't like it. So then there's another way to avoid chocolate. We're going to go back to smwcentral.net. Okay, back here to smwcentral.net, what you can do is you can go to tag, type in chocolate, and we're going to filter. Okay, that returns about 40 hacks. So that doesn't mean that a lot of hacks don't have chocolate out of like 1,000. What that means is that some hack creators are simply not putting the label, not putting the tag on their hacks. So yeah, we really need hack creators to at least have a chocolate or a vanilla tag on their hacks. So if anybody wants to play only vanilla, only chocolate, they will know. And so that if I go vanilla, that tells me we have 200 hacks that are just vanilla. And so if you want to make sure that you're not playing any chocolate hacks, uh, go to SMW Central, type in vanilla or chocolate here to find those hacks that either have chocolate or only vanilla. Okay, and lastly, if you're only looking for specific kinds of hacks, I'm sorry, I've said it like 5 or 6 times. I'm going to say it again. Talk to some small streamers who are playing Kaizo. Because there's a lot of streamers out there who have played hacks you probably haven't played. Uh, Maybe you see someone who's playing a hack that you like. Maybe you want to know if they played other hacks you like as well. So then you tell them, like, hey, this hack looks really cool. Do you know other hacks like it? Or hey, have you played this hack, some hack that you've played? Have you played other hacks like that? And maybe they can help you find other specific hacks that are more similar to what your tastes involve. It'll help you stay in Kaizo, help you not give up on Kaizo. Okay, so these are my tips for avoiding giving up on Kaizo. Um, if you are starting into Kaizo, or if you're playing Kaizo right now, you're worried about giving up, let me know if any of these suggestions help. But if you have other problems with giving up on Kaizo that I didn't go over, please let me know in the comments. If you have other ways that you use to prevent yourself from giving up on Kaizo, also please let me know in your comments what you do to prevent yourself from giving up on Kaizo. And if you found this video interesting, if you found it helpful, please leave a like and subscribe for more videos like these, as well as my Kaizo gameplay videos. If you'd like to talk with me about Twitch, gaming, Kaizo, life in general, please follow me on twitch.tv/MiniatureGold. All right, thank you. See ya.